Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 262. A wee bit late, had a few problems, still probably got a few problems. Google messed up the code again, but we'll see how it goes. I need to get rid of that. It's always stuff. Looks like it's way behind here. Unbelievable. Who's out there? We've got 3 it reckons. I'm not sure if we can trust that or not. We'll just keep an eye on it, as I might just switch back to the older counters. Say hi in the side chat, so you know who's out there. It won't hurt you. Alien Grey. Seems less Alien Greys now and more security drama. Who seems to be the mindset of people's heads at the moment, or always I should say. Who thought ufology was about a single person? It's sad to see. And they'll stand by his side. What's that song? There we go. Coming up to you. The hello. Good to. It's good to be back. I'll be back. Let's have some fun. No swearing with hard words in the side chat. Been getting a few of those in the comments this morning that I had to deal with. And a few people calling me a salty hater. Yeah, I hate liars. Is that such a bad thing? I hate people that's ruining a serious research field where people actually have real experiences. It just makes me so angry, and people just can't see that. So I'm jealous and all that sort of business, right? Utter rubbish. How's the audio sounding? Do I need to check it? It's been a mad rush. Rush. Sounds right this end. So yeah, I'm not sure how accurate the stats are. Perhaps you guys can tell me that's actually correct and not actually 9 concurrent users. Yeah, I don't know why they have to keep stuffing up the code. When it works, just don't change it. You should do it in a parallel system anyway, and then once you're sure all the bugs are out, roll it out to the main system. I don't know, unless the main system is totally screwed and then they've got to roll back. But then that shouldn't happen if they do it properly, right? Good one, Susan, thanks. So yeah, we've still got a load of stuff to cover. And of course I haven't had time to prep for it because all the security nonsense, of course. Let me just minimize that over there. So reckons we got 4 current users there on the main stats and only 3 on the other stats. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That can't be correct, can it? Let me just double check the other counters. It's so annoying. Reckons there's 5 now, but it's still only 3 on that one. So they got on the same screen. They got real-time stats, and then they got the stats repeated elsewhere, which I use on the form, and it's all wrong. So which counters did I use now? I'm not too sure. I had so many backed up here. That one there, maybe. Let's see where that one goes. I don't think it's that one. It's got an error message. Well, it probably could be that one because the sight's down, isn't it? Ah, stuff it. What's that one give us? Yeah, it looks like it's down. That's just ridiculous. This guy needs to get his act together. He hasn't kept up his security certificates. I don't know, there's always problems. People not doing the proper job. See, it says 5 there. What, 5 likes? And yet we're only seeing 3 on Google's. That's just ridiculous. I don't think it's interactive because of the error message. What else we got? We want concurrent. I might as well get rid of that crap because Google stuffed it up for us. Counters. Try that one. Oh, can't be that one. Watching must be one of those ones. See what the ones they go. That one looks too big. That looks like the right one. Not that it's going to work properly either. Great. That one's not working at all. By watching. What reckons it's forward now. Yeah. We'll stick with that. The old system. Okay. But even that's buggy now. I didn't think I'd have to email that guy just to keep an eye on his own site. But anyway, that's been down for days now, like that. So yeah, let's kick this off anyway. So just talk about people that comment. They do rash comments and later regret it. And I'll just use their new friend to the channel. I guess he's still around, Mr. Ron. And he put out these couple of negative comments to start with. Do you ever produce anything worth watching? And of course everybody knows the answer there is yes. I really like to watch, but it is boring, is the other comment he posted. And I thought, wow, that's a pretty nasty troll comment. So I replied to him anyway. That was on those 2 that everybody liked as well. The one on Roswell that Robert did, saying it was boring, and the one on what was it now? The Tic Tac thing with Mick West. Everybody liked that one as well. And he said it's not worth watching. But anyway, he did come around in the end. A lot of people, I find a lot of people do that eventually. See, I thought because of that character there, it kind of looks like one of these trolls from Secure Team, right? So I always answer them nicely normally and give them more information, saying, well, if you don't like these, perhaps you like these ones instead. So later on, he turned his tune around. See, we can turn around people for the greater good, you know. So he actually come back and apologized. I'm truly glad to have found this channel. You're doing what I suggested other UFO researchers might do. But the other channels are not researchers, of course. I have no first-hand experience, but I believe aliens and UFOs are real, mainly due to reports from pilots, policemen, and serious professionals. However, as much as I want to believe, I'm cautious. Well, aren't we all? About being fooled in some way. My working background is broadcasting radio. It sounds like a Shelley. as well as a photography and film making. So I know that you really can't trust anything you see or hear. Yep, it's really hard to debunk stuff at times because it's so poor and lack of information. That's true. The main complication for me is how the stories we hear often don't seem logical. And so he goes on a bit there. So I did tell him to join our Discord group and join the community properly. So if he's watching out there on, say hi in the side comments and people will welcome you into the community. Because we're not nasty, horrible people wishing death threats to even people that say nasty comments. Yeah, so he sort of regrets that now. But anyway, you know, we are forgiven. We forgive people if they admit they're wrong. So yeah, I come across this piece of stuff here from 2018, which I thought would be good to go back to. The first wireless flying robotic insect takes off. So I'm just wondering how far they've come in that research since. They're actually powering it with lasers, which is kind of interesting. So what they could do is they could set up these beams where the insects fly back and recharge in certain locations, right? And they use them as like spy bots. So we might have to watch out for that. So here's a laser beam where it goes through and goes in front of the laser and charges from the light, because light is energy, as you know. And I've got some information in here. Let's see if it reads out, I guess. So I forgot last time this helped me read this. It opens up a separate tab and it reads out the segment that you selected. I forgot I had that backed up for last time, else I would have used it. Because the order that the stupid Microsoft done, they don't put all the stuff in logical places at times. It tends to put it further at the bottom and stuff. So yeah, I tried that one now just to show you. SIF4 opens up in the same tab, by looks of it, which is a downfall of that thing. It should open it in a separate tab. Anyway,
insect-sized flying robots could help with time-consuming tasks like surveying crop growth on large farms or sniffing out gas leaks. These robots...
Yeah, they say it could be used for good, but it can also be used for bad, right? Where's it gone? I don't know how you get around that, not using a separate tab. But anyway, I'll just read it out normally and see how it goes. With the standard.
Insect-sized flying robots could help with time-consuming tasks like surveying crop growth on large farms or sniffing out gas leaks. These robots soar by fluttering tiny wings because they are too small to use propellers, like those seen on their larger drone cousins. Small size is advantageous. These robots are cheap to make and can easily slip into tight places that are inaccessible to big drones. But current flying robo-insects are still tethered to the ground. The electronics they need to power and control their wings are too heavy for these miniature robots to carry. The University of Washington engineers who created RoboFly check out their new tiny wireless flying robot. Back row, left to right Yogesh Chukwad. Now, engineers at the University of Washington have for the first time cut the cord and added a brain, allowing their RoboFly to take its first independent flaps. This might be one small flap for a robot, but it's one giant leap for robot kind. The team will present its findings May 23rd at the International Conference on Robotics and Automation in Brisbane, Australia. RoboFly is slightly heavier than a toothpick and is powered by a laser beam. It uses a tiny onboard circuit that converts the laser energy into enough electricity to operate its wings. Before now, the concept of wireless insect-sized flying robots was science fiction. Would we ever be able to make them work without needing a wire? Said co-author Sawyer Fuller, and assistant professor in the UW Department of
Well,
Mechanical
battery
Engineering.
technology's getting good.
Our new wireless RoboFly shows they're much closer to real life. The engineering challenge is the flapping. Wing flapping is a power-hungry process, and both the power source and the controller that directs the wings are too big and bulky to ride aboard a tiny robot.
So the battery
So
will be
Fuller's
too heavy.
previous robo-insect, the Robo-Bee, had a leash. It received power and control through wires from the ground. RoboFly is slightly heavier than a toothpick.mark University of Washington. But a flying robot should be able to operate on its own. Fuller and team decided to use a narrow invisible laser beam to power their robot. They pointed the laser beam at a photovoltaic cell, which is attached above RoboFly, and converts the laser light into electricity. It was the most efficient way to quickly transmit a lot of power to RoboFly, without adding much weight, said co-author Shyam Galakota, an associate professor in the UW's Paul G. Allen School of Computer Science and Engineering. Still, the laser alone does not provide enough voltage to move the wings. That's why the team designed a circuit that boosted the 7 volts coming out of the photovoltaic cell up to the 240 volts needed for flight. To give RoboFly control over its own wings, the engineers provided a brain. They added a microcontroller to the same circuit. The microcontroller acts like a real fly's brain, telling wing muscles when to fire, said co-author Vikram Iyer, a doctoral student in the UW Department of Electrical Engineering. On RoboFly, it tells the wings things like flap hard now or don't flap. Specifically, the controller sends voltage in waves to mimic the fluttering of a real insect's wings. It uses pulses to shape the wave, said Johannes James, the lead author, and a mechanical engineering doctoral student. To make the wings flap forward swiftly, it sends a series of pulses in rapid succession, and then slows the pulsing down as you get near the top of the wave. And then it does this in reverse to make the wings flap smoothly in the other direction. To make RoboFly wireless, the engineers designed a flexible circuit, yellow, with a boost converter, copper coil, and to make RoboFly wireless, the engineers designed a flexible circuit, yellow, with a boost converter,
still
copper
chunky
coil,
though,
and black boxes at left that boosts the 7 volts coming from the photovoltaic. For now, RoboFly can only take off and land. Once its photovoltaic cell is out of the direct line of sight of the laser, the robot runs out of power and lands. But the team hopes to soon be able to steer the laser, so that RoboFly can hover and fly around. Want to learn more? Check out this related story in Wired. While RoboFly is currently powered by a laser beam, future versions could use tiny batteries or harvest energy from radio frequency signals, Galakota said.
Or nuclear batteries that we talked about.
That way, their power source can be modified for specific tasks. Future RoboFlies can also look forward to more advanced brains and sensor systems that help the robots navigate and complete tasks on their own, Fuller said. I'd really like to make one that finds methane leaks, he said. You could buy a suitcase full of them, open it up, and they would fly around your building looking for plumes of gas coming out of leaky pipes. If these robots can make it easy to find leaks, they will be much more likely to be patched up, which will reduce greenhouse emissions. This is inspired by real flies, which are really good at flying around looking for smelly things. So we think this is a good application for a RoboFly. RoboFly is slightly larger than a real fly.mark University of Washington. Mechanical engineering doctoral student Yogesh Chukwad is also a co-author on this paper. This research was funded by the University of Washington and a Microsoft student fellowship. ####. For more information, contact the research team at...
I was just sending the counter guy an email. He said he was going to put an alert to make sure it never happens again. So, what was that reading out? I was doing multitasking. So, hopefully you'll fix it. Well, it looks like the counter is sort of updating. Anyway, so that's quite interesting going back over that stuff. So that was a couple of years ago, so makes you wonder where they're going to head next. Carbon batteries, smaller circuits. How can they get it smaller though? Atom circuits rather than such chunky chips that we use nowadays. So even that's too big. You can see how small the chips are in this on that circuit board. It's getting beyond our tools to make it, you see. The tools have got to make these circuits. If the world ended with C19, who would be able to take over from all that sort of stuff and keep your mobile phones going? I don't think there's too many bright people out there. Not anymore. Generation M's, we need to educate a bit better. You can see how complex stuff is with quantum mechanics, and even then we question their belief system because they're not always correct. They believe they are, but I'll be talking about black holes and all that again. And alien scientist is another one of these quantum guys that thinks their conclusions are correct. So yeah, always have an open mind, but also think outside the box that what they are serving may not be to do with what they believe, but could be just some other conclusion. Like black holes itself, is it sucking in energy or not, or is it just a big void? Because we can't actually go there because it's thousands of light years away, sort of thing, So the flying robot insect. I actually didn't type a welcome message either, did I? But I'll do that in a minute. Tracker on that thing. Well, they'll track you for sure. You're seeing the apps now they want you to use, and you've got to use a QR code, which is like a special barcode that the camera can snapshot and read it without scanning it. Maybe I need to talk about that too at some stage, but 200 all this new technology they're coming out with. Apparently New Zealand's rolled it out, and basically you meant to snapshot all the shops you go in, so if you get infected, they know that you may have been in contact with other people that also snapshot the QR code and have to quarantine everybody, sort of thing. Sort of becoming a surveillance state almost. BT channel live stream, pause mid-week, viral mid-analysis. So we need to do Brazil coming up, and others. There's quite a bit there actually. So I've not managed to be able to do any pre-checks. So yeah, update on Skinwalker Ranch. I think I was going to put this at the end. I'm probably going to have to rearrange my description a wee bit. But it doesn't really matter. If we put chapters in, it can always go back to the front, sort of thing. So episode 6, I don't think I went over it because I never got time to do it. But they talked about these cows standing under trees, saying they're all scared. And you could see it was like a hot sunny day, and the only shade on the paddock was this one tree. So they weren't actually just standing around because they were scared. They were standing around under a tree for shade. So I'm not sure why they didn't edit that bit out. It kind of made them look stupid. Maybe that's what History Channel likes to do. No harmful radiation. Duh. They released the build-up of the radon gas from the well. Okay, let's see where it's going to go. So, referring back to another show called Alien Highway, which didn't get its second season. No one picked it up. I think it was Travel TV, was it? But they caught this on a trail cam, which clearly is like that creature that was attacking those llamas on the show. So if you haven't watched the show, you're going to have to go and watch it. I don't want to create too much of a spoiler for it, But you know what's coming up now. The investigation. But that looks really like the creature that was jumping up and biting the creatures on on the new show. So why didn't they put down some traps? It could be, you know, is that like a wild dog, or is that some other owner's dog? Because sometimes these dogs have a secret life, you know. Some homeowners' dogs do go out and start killing when they don't realise what their dogs are up to. Outside kennel, jump over a fence, whatnot, and come back. They're quite clever dogs. And of course there are some episodes online if you haven't watched it. So I'll post a link to that there so you can go and watch that first episode online and see how you go. Hopefully it's still up. So that's called Alien Highway. And of course it'll be lower quality online than you can buy, of course. So yeah, I don't know. This is the thing I always have. Why not just release all the stuff online in lower quality, and if people want to keep it as a collection or want to watch it on better quality, then they have to pay something, you know, $3 or whatever. But I find $3 an episode too much. If it's $3 for a whole season, that makes more sense. Or even better, pay $30 a month and you can watch all the programs that you want to watch worldwide in one place. That's what I want, the perfect system. Movies, TVs, everything. You know, $30 a month, just watch whatever you can in that time. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there would probably agree with that, because it's way too costly now. So on to the next episode. At the very end, they put out this thing above the cow. This thing here. This pixel blurfo UFO videos again. Even from a commercial TV show that got high tech and billionaires funding it all, they still can't have decent cameras or enough cameras around the place. They should have them everywhere if they want to prove their case. But I did some video analysis on a poor copy and not a high definition copy, and even I could see this was a blurfo, not a UFO. You can see that it's not a defined craft, and this particular frame here was the better one. Obviously has a bird shape to it, the little flapping wings, the body of a bird. So you probably can see that if I zoom right in. It's not symmetrical in any sense, and you can see it definitely looks like a sort of black bird flying above the cow or bull or cattle, I should say, that got killed in the show. So it makes sense, you know, if they kind of sense when there's something dead around them or something's going to die, they just hang around. Is that a raven? Could be. What's those other ones they have over there? Vultures in the deserts there. So yeah, I'll give you the link to that too. So of course we can't play the video and analyze it properly because of all this copyright nonsense. Of course, it's just too much of a headache to deal with it all. And of course there's no playable versions online. So Skinwalker episode 7. Now, the expert on there, some scientists, said it wasn't a bird, which is just absolutely nonsense because it was like a time lapse. It wasn't real-time video at all. It was every 1 second or more footage, or 5 seconds, or whatever it was. And you could see the bird flew from one tree to the other above quite easily in that time. I don't know how they can discount it not being a bird. what am I doing? Right. Did I copy that? Okay. So where is everybody lately? I think YouTube is messing up all the scheduling. We used to do better than this for people watching, especially at this time, because it's American time. So on to Brazil. Thousands witness UFO crash in Brazil. Okay, so if you've watched the Dolan show, he's talked to an investigator down there, UFO investigator, and there's no substance to the claim. And the videos that has been used around the web, we will go over now to prove that they weren't something new that we don't know about. So multiple sightings of UFO in Brazil has sparked a social media frenzy. This is exactly what they wanted, so they can make lots of money off gullibles. Amid claims that unidentified craft crashed in a nearby forest and was later covered up by Google Maps. So we'll go over that. Video cloud not playable. Let's just refresh that then. I thought I did that already though. Nope. Screwed up. Probably because I need to go through a VPN probably. That's why I use a VPN, to get around all the stupid country blocks. So that's annoying. But anyway. So, mystery lights seen by thousands of people in Brazil. So have we seen these people interviewed? Well, they see lights all the time. They see balloons all the time and think they're UFOs. Because they're religious. They believe. And captured in multiple videos has sparked a social media frenzy. Typical Express UK, right? These reporters are just trash. They don't do proper investigating. They just put up anything just to create clickbait. Video footage showing all alleged UFO crash in a nearby forest of Brazil. Mage, Brazil. I'm not sure how you say that. Mage, I suppose. Where's copy? You know, where's copy? I right clicked it on it. You stupid. I tell you, Microsoft are good at stuffing up stuff. They don't stick to the norm. Copy. Now it comes up. Hey, let's put it up on the maps. Let's see where they're talking about. Where's the thing? Normally puts a pointer on, doesn't it? Oh, here we go. Rio de Regio. So it's right here, highlighted. Definitely need the coast and forest area. So let's click that. So there it is down the bottom corner, closer to the coast, well, right on the coast. Well, that looks pretty built up there. So whereabouts, I don't know what they're talking about. We need some GPS coordinates probably. What's that there? A lot of ancient buildings down there. So apparently if a UFO crash happened like last week, Google Earth doesn't update their images in real time, right? That takes them many months, if not years, to update the photos. So how they got an image on Google Earth is straight away a red flag, right? So let's go back to here. Just north of Rio, even led to mange to trend on Twitter. Well, they might get some more tourists down that way, yeah? Sharing videos of glowing lights in the sky. In the videos, blue, red, and yellow orbs can be seen moving around the sky, and one video shows the lights arranged in a triangular formation. Okay. Stunned reticence can be heard. Try and identify the lights in the sky. Well, you can on most UFO videos. Another video shows a group of 5 illuminated spheres in the night sky. So here's some images now. So what are we looking at here? Justin, EU. No, we don't want to know about that. One witness, Andre Di Mario, tweeted, "There are reports that something fell over there in a lake." Well, that doesn't look like a lake on that picture. But it doesn't seem to be a satellite. So what are we looking at? Looks like some object that's round embedded into the ground, is it? Is that meant to be a blow up of this one here? So what's the GPS coordinates? Do they give it to us? Anyone know what the GPS coordinates are on the side chat at all? Have you heard anything? Because it looks like we're not going to get it, which is typical of these sites. They never give us all the information. But I think maybe UFO Interest has done this one. But we'll just keep on going. So to me, what's this look like here? I'm sure I've seen that before. Looks like a three-dimensional object reflecting light, right? On Google Earth. Is it one of these beads of water that they get on the lens when they take a satellite photograph? And what's that one there? So this one here, I think I've seen before as well on another UFO crash report, which turned out to be bogus as well. Typical South America, right? Looks like something bright. It almost looks like maybe one of those Mayan temples that's made of really light coloured sand that's reflecting a lot of light back at the satellite camera from 10,000 or plus feet above the maximum magnification they get. If it's an orbit, 100,000 kilometers, and it can zoom down to about 10,000 feet. And then you've got to get planes out to fly. Well, 10,000 feet might even be too much. Probably a lot higher than that. You normally get planes out to fly over 1,000 feet and to take closer images. And you've seen the cars doing street view as well. But I think they need to do drones as well. Just have like a swarm of drones that go around, just photo everything, and stitch it all together. Just do it on a regular basis. But make them so they stand out, right? So people don't think they're being spied on. But could you imagine them flying over a forest that's sort of got some criminals hiding there, and they see it in the sky? They'll be shooting it out the sky, right? So what else they got here? So this is the coloured dot in the sky, right? Videos, mystery lights. Now we've sort of covered these ones as well, haven't we? That looks like a little cell, you know, living cell. It has that little ring pattern that happens, which could be lead balloons, planets, that sort of stuff in the sky. And of course it goes through ice crystals and changes the colours of it, blinking from blue to red, or, you know, or a standard sort of solid white, bluey colour. So that looks like it's going to be planet Venus or something like that, probably. So we'll just keep on going and see what Scott had to say about it all. Numerous videos supposedly showing pulsating, because we know planets pulsate because as it goes through the atmospherics, it's been in the light all the time, so it looks like it's flashing. Ball-shaped objects over the sky of Brazil. There are, according to Vice, dozens of posts on the main UFO Twitter disappeared. Not surprised. While on Reddit, posts concerning the Brazilian UFOs also began to disappear. UFOists then shared a Google Maps link to a forest in Mange that sparked claims of a Google Maps cover-up. And as I already said, that they don't update their images that quick, especially over Brazil. The satellite image revealed a white image glitch, which ain't a glitch, it's just overexposure from a roof or something like that, shaped in the wooded area. And of course we've seen this rubbish before too, which is the city lights from either International Space Station, but in this case it's probably on top of the mountains around the city there, by the looks of that one. That looks like one of those dome churches they have over there, Catholic churches, right? And so that's what they're saying on the UK rags. And let's see what Scott's got to say. Okay, so he's probably going to say the same as I have. Here's how people promote a fake event on social media, publishing unrelated videos. Many Brazilian citizens claim they saw a UFO crash, uploading several videos. Here are 3 of them most shared. First one, star or planet. That's that blue thing I was talking about, I think. Out of focus, so that makes it go bigger. Second one, skydivers. So that was probably the thing they were talking about, the triangle pattern in the sky. And it looks like we've got a video of that or something anyway. And the third one, transformer explosion, which I believe a lot of those happened after an earth tremor, wasn't it? Earthquake. So we'll have a look at those if we can find them. Here are some video samples for each video. So there you go. There may be a lot of false, misleading videos getting mixed in, but itself doesn't yet prove the event itself was fake. Many witnesses reported saw something happen. Yeah, but they're always seeing stuff down there. So let's just go through each of the videos then. What's this one here first? I wonder if I can get rid of that crap up there. Might have to reduce it even smaller. There we go. Puts all that crap down the side instead. Oh dear. Anyway, we'll play that, see how it goes. Alright, so that's the city lights that we were looking at before, by the looks of it, is it? What are we looking at? Street lamps, alright, the planet one. And it's got this shimmering, it's out of focus. And it doesn't seem to be doing much. If that's crashing, it's certainly taken a long time to get down. So yeah, that one's definitely bogus. So I agree with that. Alright, here's the next one. With the 3 lights. So actually it looks like 4 lights. 5 lights? Oh god, yeah, doesn't this look like skydivers, right? Now let's see if we can zoom in on it. So the guy filmed Venus and then filmed skydivers, or is it all joined together? So you can see that skydivers, come on. People are so gullible. Terrible. Okay, let's zoom out. Go, go, go. Where's it gone to? Is that all we got? I know, you just can't keep it still. So what do we got here? Is this the 3 videos? Probably on YouTube, is it? Oh, no. Okay. Could be a lead balloon or a planet or a star. And it's out of focus. So yeah, it's a bit hard to narrow it down a bit more, isn't it? Could be sped up even, right? So we don't know if it's in real time or these people play around with the videos. Could easily be a planet going through cloud crystals, and it causes all that flashing and blinking. So let's have a look at the next one. Okay, transformer explosion. That's fairly obvious, isn't it? That's what it looks like when they blow up on the poles. Ooh, they arc and spark and then catch fire. So you're going to get red and blue light. So that can happen after a lightning strike or where the cables touch together. And I kind of recall that was after the earthquake, that one. That looks very familiar, doesn't it? I've seen a lot of these. And of course, that happened in New Zealand as well, where they were claiming it was earth lights, where it was just explosions from transformers lighting up the sky. But it doesn't rule out that some of them weren't earth lights, though. Just like this guy here saying it's possible that there was actually a UFO event. But according to Dolan's expert, if you go and watch his show, that's not the case. The guy on ground is actually interviewing people and whatnot, and there's no current footage. So we got New Year one here. What's that one? Is that the skydivers? Still good to watch though. I like skydivers at night time. They got some good displays in Australia when they have their Eka week. That's definitely skydivers with the long flares happening. Now I seen something similar like this in Australia, but what they had is a C-130, and the military were flying over it, and then they had all these flares on the outside of the plane and just lit it up, and it looked like this big huge comet just coming down through the sky. And then it started looking like things were breaking off it, and it was actually the skydivers jumping out the back of the C-130, because it's high enough that you didn't hear it, of course. And you can see all these bits flying off, and it was actually the skydivers jumping out the back with the flares on straight away. And it was a really amazing sight. Of course, it was back in the days where you didn't have camera phones, unfortunately, so I would have definitely recorded it, because I thought it was really a comet coming down. It fooled me. That's before I got into understanding video editing and all that sort of stuff, and UFOs. Because I was too busy, like most people, working to survive. You ain't got time to study UFOs. When you're jobless and sick, like I am currently, I got plenty of time to study it now. So what else is saying here? Skydivers with flares. Can't read what that one's saying. Skydivers, yeah. People should know what that is now. So, yeah, if you want to go and watch those strictly, you can. From Scott's page. As you can see, you don't have to have an account to log in to watch them. That's why I leave it logged out, to see what we can see public domain. And fair use. And what's the next one? Hopefully it's the Google Maps, because that's the only one that's left, isn't it? And the button thing, I'm not sure where that's from. The thing that looks like a silver button. Or a toy that someone's photoshopped over, or something like that. I don't know. So here is Scott saying, already explained, if you type in coordinates to the UFO crash, okay, he's given us some coordinates here, so let's see where it goes. He's using the Google Earth online link. We just need the GPS coordinates. This is a terrible way to do Google Earth. There's more data coming down. How can we get the coordinates? It's down the bottom here, but how do we copy it? We keep coming across this problem all the time, don't we? Hasn't got a button, so copy to clipboard. Not that I can see anyway. What's that thing? Voyager? What's that thing? Feeling lucky. No, I don't think I'm feeling lucky. That's just now I've got that cough back again. I'm gonna have to drink. Can we edit out the thing? Probably not. Let's have a look. There we go. That's what we're after. Not too sure about the H bit though. Seems too much there. 43. Gonna push the wrong button now. Dear. Stuff it. So anyway, we're trying to use this stupid thing. Okay, it looks like a triangle shaped building happening. Reflection, doesn't it? Now we got a house, so it can't be some sort of Mayan temple. And you can see the image has been stitched here from several images, which doesn't help. You can see there's corruption there where it's overlapping the images. So if a UFO crashed there, I'd expect a fire. Some damages to houses. So obviously, we haven't got a timeline on here though, have we? Playback. So normally you can click on the time thing and see when the last image was updated. This looks like really out of focus. Looks like at least a few years old. And I bet they got no. It's right in the middle of the jungle here. Makes you wonder how they get to their house. Well, there's another house here. Or a warehouse of some kind. It's probably drug runners. Oh no, here we go. Here's the main road. So it looks like they're off-road here. It's like a track going up. Very dense forest. Looks like there might be a track coming this way. See how the trees are sort of got a separation going through this way. Yep, no crash there. So we don't need to bring up. Google Earth didn't try to hide the crash site. This is just an artifact caused by the reflection of that building's roof. Okay, so he reckons that's coming off a building roof, which could be as well, or another building's roof, either or, I suppose. I suppose that's it. I'll give you the link if you want to go and have a look. Brazil. Kind of boring, I thought. It's nothing really interesting about this case whatsoever. Okay, crash site. Who's out there? We got 6 likes for watching, it reckons. Although that's out of date, or it's way behind. It actually says 5 on the main screen. Plus those ones, the main stats are all down still. They've stuffed it all up. I wonder if I can take a snapshot without it screwing up. Probably can't. Probably won't matter though. I can see your stats effed. Don't break it anymore. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Will it work? Hey, it worked. And it didn't stuff up. Well, it stuffed up a wee bit, but not completely. Yeah, you got to send in reports off screen snapshots, so they just won't action it, or they won't believe you. They certainly don't seem to believe a computer scientist anyway. They ignored me, or I had a response saying there's nothing wrong once, and it was totally broken, and they were totally wrong. And then it got fixed a week later. There's a lot of egos, obviously. So on to the next bit. Again, it's our guy that we love to hate because he's a moron. There's this Jason Gleaves guy plugging books and his stupid video analysis, which is meaningless. As you can see here, he's put a big round circle on it. Enhance view. So we'll just play his video and we'll just have a quick laugh at it. And mute it because it's always music and doesn't talk. Makes you wonder why he doesn't talk on it, because he's got his terrible accent maybe. Yeah, so there we go, we're looking down here. Really bad video editing, right? It's not even landscape. He could not put it on this screen here. He could easily have added it on the sides. Information here and down here. The guy doesn't know anything about video editing, so he's not going to know much about video analysis. Terrible footage here. So where have we seen that before? On the last Brazil one as well. Just a blob in the sky. It could be anything, but it's most likely going to be something mundane. I'll just get a drink. Yeah, so I'm going to have to play that and zoom in 4 years in a minute. And let's see if we can see what we think it is. Did I downvote it already? Yep, I have. Only one. See? Only one person with a brain. And now we got the edge of a house, is it? Gutter line. So what could the light be? Well, we'll have a look in a minute. So where's the original on this though? Is it up here? Because that's where he's zoomed in. Looks like it was on the edge. And of course he's applied all those crazy filters which doesn't add to it. So let's see if we can zoom in on this rubbish here. Enhanced. I won't say it's enhanced, it's been made worse. See, he's put artifacts in there, making it look more like a UFO than it really is. So we'll look at his enhanced one, and then we'll go back to the original up the top there, hopefully. So we don't know what the real colour is there, because he's filtered it. Oh yeah, he's put the direction it's heading in, but which way is the wind going, mate? We want to know which way the wind is going. So have we got wind direction? Nope. So what we're seeing there, that look like the few planes on the map there as well. Terrible editing. Totally boring as well. So was it that light up there? It's sort of drifting slowly across the sky. A half scatter line. So the enhanced view doesn't do anything. So yeah, slowly moving across the sky there. Easy be a balloon, couldn't it? It's not doing anything unusual, like spinning around 90-degree angles or anything like that. Here we go, gutter gone. Let's play that again. Can we see any blinking lights on it? So that looks like a star there, is it? Could it be a plane? Helicopter? It's moving a bit slow. If it's far away, it could be very far away, I guess. So it looks like it's moving slow. Can't see any red flashes though. Oh. Ah, pixel UFO. This is the crap we have to put up with in ufology, right? These people making claims that's a UFO. Absolutely ridiculous. Shouldn't be up on a UFO channel at all. Kinda looks like a LED balloon, doesn't it? Not lead as in weight, but LED, light emitting diodes. If it was lead, it would be coming shooting downwards. Well, I can't see any blinking lights there, so I don't think it's a plane. And it's moving, so it can't be a planet. And it's not red like a flare. And it's not a Chinese lantern, it's not flickering. So the only thing it could be moving slowly across with the air currents is a balloon. And how's he listed this video? My second CE5 Orb shaped UFO sighting over Chester, UK. So this guy's using the CE5 thing there to try and get some free traffic for Greers movie currently being promoted about. So that's fairly obvious what's going on here. He's probably got the tags there as well, which we don't see. So it's his own filming of a lead balloon. Good one, mate. Can only hear a garden waterfall. Well, we didn't have the sound on. No visual aircraft strobe lights yet. We could see that too. No satellites were logged. Well, you didn't show it to us, did you? You didn't bring up heavens above, time lines and location. So he says he verified it there, but he didn't prove it in the video, from what I saw. I think it was plane finder, wasn't it? Something like that. But it still doesn't count, it's not a balloon. So yeah, I don't know what people are saying here. Good capture probably. Here we go, great catch. Thanks for sharing that garbage pixel UFO with us. No, if he's a proper investigator, we'd probably like have a P1000 with the biggest telephoto lens you can get on it, right? 300 times or whatever. I'm not too sure on that though, but I'll probably have to Google it. How did you get so lucky? He just released a balloon and started filming it, mate, so he can build up his book sales. Come on. Don't trust that guy in the slightest. So what is the maximum telephoto lens? Now I've brought it up. Max telephoto lens for P1000. Okay. So it has a standard 125 times optical zoom, which still probably isn't enough. That's good, but not good enough still. What is the most powerful zoom lens? That looks like old information. So it's still times 125 there. I thought they'd go up to 300 by now. I suppose you have to put add-ons. Hey, Susan. I forgot to turn that off there. What are you sending? No, this is live stream 262. 261 was yesterday. And 260 was Roswell one, was it? The one with Robert. I was meant to turn that off so it don't beep. Anyway, I'm not sure if you're watching or listening. I'm not going to type it into Discord for you. Yeah, so looks like it might be 125, eh? Oh, here's the 250. Let's see, what's that saying? They get quite long, don't they? The only people I've seen carrying these around are those paparazzi type guys, right? And trying to snap far away shots of people sunbathing nude. Celebrities. So it looks like there's an add-on telephoto lens. So here's an example of the moon with 125. We don't get good pictures like that on the UFO field, do we? Let's see, can we play that? That's pretty good, isn't it? No atmospherics there. Well, very few. It's a little bit of shimmering going on. But that's 125. So we still need like to double that again. Triple it. To be able to see those little objects that fly in front of the moon. Which generally are balloons. 4K is it? Wow. 4K image. Makes it really good. Haven't seen that from Security. He's got one of those. He's got the best of the best. You can afford it. Okay. Very nice. You want to zoom into these people here, see how good it is. There you go. I thought he was going to do that. Just had to scroll down. So they're blurry, like normal UFO pictures, but when you use the optical zoom, bango, we got detail. Nice little horse. Very good. Was that the only thing I had left to show on that page? I have to open up the other browser. Yeah, so yeah, we got through those two. Well, the rest of it I got bookmarked on the other one. Here we go, stage 3. It's ongoing. So come on, it's just a red laser pointer. Okay, so this video here has not been deleted, which it may have been by now. We'll just go over it. So this video here, if we can find, has he got an original link to it? He's claiming it's a drone, but I'm not too sure. Might just have to zoom in on it. Is that 2 minutes? Okay, that's probably enough. Yeah, we got this little light that shows up here. And it's out of focus. It shoots a red beam down. And it's out of focus. You can see the red beam there. But first of all, I see that it's that line is not being scattered around by those waves that were breaking there before. Although I will have a better look at that if we can zoom in. So there's two things it can be. It could be a drone out to sea there. It could be a laser pointer torch that's being shine at a window here, which is all going out of focus all the time. Or it could be a drone in the background that's reflecting off a window. And is that it? So why does it keep going out of focus? So there's a lot of questions to this video that need to be answered. Now someone said it's like a cam posted at the beach. In that case, why is it not always in the same focus point? To me, it looks like it's looking out a window on a house over a cliff. Oh, here we go, the light's back again, is it? So, could it be a laser pointer on the window? And the only way is to really apply some filters to it. So if we can find the original, might be here. Amazing video of a bioluminescent event. Looks like he's putting up examples, is it? What's that one there? Facebook user commented in the post about the same MUFON case. So we got a MUFON case YouTube. Let's go into his YouTube. So what is the MUFON case number? We need to look it up. MUFON. What's that there? Guardian. I suppose we've got lots of tabs open here, eh? Look at this bullshit. That's not the same thing. Surf for 20 years now, never seen anything like it. Well, there's that luminosity plankton type stuff that can come out every so many years, like 10 years, and create these illumination patches in the sea. So that's off California now, is it? So that's sort of changing it. Subject. There's nothing to do with that though, is it? But yeah, it does look kind of cool. Someone just dumped a load of radioactive dye into the sea. The surfers are going to be a bit worried. I wonder if they glow in the dark now. So we want the original video. Is that it? Can't be. Guardian. Damn it. Looks like there's no link to it. Now let's take some shots from that then. Nope. Trying to pause it. Let's see if we can see it better. Is it a laser pointer or is it a drone? Really need the video and throw the filters in real time. It's just ridiculous that he hasn't posted a link. Unless it's only on a Facebook video. We'll probably have to do a search. Oh, it's getting warm in here for some reason. It's not really hot outside. My computer must be getting warm. It's like a toaster. Hey Susan, what's up? Ken, how's it going? Yeah, plankton, I think. Not sure what the article said, but we're not really concentrating on that at the moment. I need to get the folder open. Okay. Normally I get a lot of crap in here sometimes, and I need to clean it out every so often. I still got my backup of the live streams in here. I got my thing from Wins there. So let's see what we can see on here. Oh, that's my main download folder, you see. Downloads. I got it on a separate partition. So if something tries to download, it always goes into the same place. Resize that. Let's see if we can find the video to it there, I think. So yeah, it's a laser pointer. Look how out of focus it is. Is it illuminating the water, or is it just illuminating the reflection of the window? And that's where we've got to find out. Well, brightness doesn't seem to do much, does it? So we're going to have to run color swapper. And my eyes are playing up again. Here we go. Does that look like a drone? Can't see any beam there. Is it illuminating the water here? Of course, it's going to be overexposed, so you can't see the shape of the craft. So is that light? So how, if it was a laser pointer and you angled it, and let's see. Well, maybe they don't even need to angle it. If you hold it up here, shine it to the window, a laser pointer should keep a constant straight line roughly down. See, I can't really see anything in that one, so we're going to have to get some better images. Well, why would you configure a drone to blink, you know? Okay, it looks like red smudge there. Now it's in focus, so let's grab that one. Let's see, I have to go that way. That's in the way now. Oh, that'll do. I knew it's probably going to take long to go through all this. Shelly, how's it going? Where's it going to? Yep. It looks man-made, whatever it is. The up and down motion, where it sort of sipped and down, is very drone-like, isn't it? But you could do that with a laser pointer by going left, then down, or angle it down, so you sort of get a beam. But the thing is it reflecting off the water? Is it rippling off the water? And it's really hard to see if it is or not. But why would you make a drone light flash red and then blink white? Is that so you can see it? It's a good question. Make it more visible at night. Blink it every so often. Pressed into a new image. There's an hour and a half gone already. Amazing. Only things like 10 minutes ago I started. Okay, curves. Brightness. Don't really looks like something's coming down here. Color swap. You see this now? Now, is it reflecting off the water, or is it just reflecting off a piece of glass? And what's interesting is 2 dots either side here. Now, does that look like a circle of a laser pointer? Or does that look like a drone? Could that be a drone with the 2 arms coming down here? That we didn't see in the video until we amp it up. Could be the arms of a drone coming down. So that's why we do video analysis. We start off with possibles, and my gut feeling it was a laser pointer at first, but now I'm not too sure. Looks like 2 symmetrical lights coming from something above here, which would discount a laser pointer, so I'm probably going to be wrong. And it looks like there might be some light coming from them, and it's now that one's lighting up down here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got 2 lights there, doesn't it? And we didn't see that. That's why we need to get hold of the original video, really. Unless that is it on Facebook. So we need to find the MUFON case number. So it might be on there. Here we go. Let's do this a bit better than we're currently doing it. I didn't see that first, but now we've got it. Because if we went through all the MUFON cases on a regular basis like we used to be able to do, we would come across this one sooner. Of course. Sooner. So, yeah, it's sort of coming together now. Catch up on the quick chat on the side here. Strange, California, yeah. Let's see. Were they out there filming the plankton? Is that what happened? Or was there glowing orange lights? Well, we got 2 things come up here. One's got a video, one hasn't. It's along the coast, ascended and then vanished. Well, it didn't actually vanish, it actually took off, didn't it? Then we could see it come back further up the coast. Could it be like, is the Coast Guard using drones now to check conditions for surface. Probably a surfing drone. We need to do some research on that. So let's see, we can download it here by the looks of it. So let's get that going. Come on. Bit slow. I think this one's still going through the VPN, which gets rid of ads and all sorts of other garbage. But anyway, that's downloading. What was the explanation here? Greetings from Mexico. We'll just get it read out. Oh, we can't. We have to put it on the other one, don't we? The proper reader. Okay, let's just post the link down to the bottom here. UFO stalker, red orb and white. Okay, let's post it into the other one. Did I close it down? Sure did. That's too damn long now, isn't it? Keep adjusting that. Keeps getting different sizes. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. I meant to have a pin tabbed on that anyway, but somehow they got closed. Oh, what's happened? Right, it's bringing up that stupid thing. Yeah, so let's open in. Pin it. But I'll probably lose it because the new counter uses Microsoft's browser now. I was trying to improve the speed. If I close the counter last, if it gets all my tabs, which is stupid. But that's why I got this add-on tool that backs up the session. So there's no biggie. So yeah, I'll just get it to read out here.
Around 10:30 p.m. my son was viewing the surf webcam video located at Beacons in Encinitas. Around the 3 minutes mark you can see an orange object in the lower left quadrant of the screen. We observed the object rise up from the ocean then submerge. All the while being able to see the orange object with an orange tail / exosuit. Hovered then submerged, then began flashing a while light moving very fast. When it looked like it was at the horizon, ascended. Flashed and then disappeared. The day after this particular site had been shut down, and the video was gone. Luckily my son had saved the video.
Okay, so I reckon it's a surf webcam. So we need to find out if that's true. I could easier filmed it from someone's house. Because people do like to hoax things. So do we take their word at it? And why is she reporting on it? Why isn't he reporting on it? So, let's see, fluorescent. Sea plankton. So you spell that. There we go. Got some videos coming up already. So there we go. Different locations. Fluorescent plankton. Oh, that's how you spell plankton. Plank. What is the glowing stuff in the ocean? You see bright blue glow in the coastal ocean waters at night. It could be Noctilucea. Skitidalians. That sounds like something from Star Trek. Also known as sea sparkle. These bioluminescent plankton float under the surface and flash brightly when disturbed, possibly to scare off or distract predators. There we go, and we also got pictures from all around the world. So the mystery is solved there, Susan. There's 2 minutes research there for you. But I sort of knew it anyway, because I lived down in New Zealand, and we're very much coasty type people. And we know what's going on in the world. We don't watch CNN, so we're actually more educated. Anyway, yeah, it looks pretty cool though. I wonder if one of these play. Underwater fireworks. Good one, mate. What's that? What is that? What's that we're looking at here? Oh, his hand. Alright, so when he disturbs it, they glow. It's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, mystery solved there. And we need to play the video now. Just catch up on the side again. Yeah, no, I'm just making a funny comment. I've probably had my ads removed already by saying that. Else it gets a bit boring if you're boring. You got to make cheeky comments. Yeah, let's get this running. And we got this problem again over. So now we can actually look at this properly, which is quite interesting. It's more of a footage here too, I think. So is it a hoax or not? So what's happened to this stupid thing? It's lost my bar, or it's gone full screen or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so at the beginning, let's just play that again. I noticed up there flashing. So it was over here to start with. There you go. So it started over there, which we didn't see on the other video. So why is it going in and out of focus? What if they got in the way of the camera that's changing the autofocus? Because that's stupid. You sort of lock off the focus if it was a beach cam, wouldn't you? There you go, it's in focus again. So what have they got the focus set to here? This tree here? Doesn't make any sense. Does look like it's got that blue luminescence in the water there too, doesn't it? It comes, see it goes sort of blue for a wee while and then fades out again. Yeah, so when's the drone appear back again? How does that show you the surf though? The surf's down here, isn't it? Or is it that the place they go surfing and out here? You need some people in the picture to see, sort of give you a reference. I just can't understand why it's so out of focus. If there was moisture on the sensor, that could explain it. Hey, look, sort of glows blue again. Doesn't look very good for surfing though, does it? So let's see, when does the UFO appear? Hang on, what happened there? Here it comes. And focus. We'll just play it, see where the segment is. Is that just hanging there? Out of focus again. And focus, out of focus. Still could be a laser pointer or a drone, couldn't it? See, the question is, why is it going out of focus? Because someone moved a bit of glass in front of the beach camera and trying to prank everybody? See, that's how I think, you know. I think a wee bit different than other debunkers. They assume that probably it's factual, right? So is it shining off the water here is the question. That's what we want to know. Is it being disturbed by the sea there? Looks like a straight beam down so far to me. Is it moving with the water? Should be able to tell now if it was in focus. You damn stupid camera. It's a bit hard to tell. Is that sort of moving with the water there, back and forth, bending? Here we go. Still very hard to tell. Kind of looks like it might be disturbed with the water. Again, filters would really help. Here we go. Is that on the glass or water? Seems to reflect really back really brightly in places there though. So where's it gone now? Okay, we had a double flash then. Goes out of focus when the red light comes on. Can we see a drone there? We might be able to if it's in focus. So that looks like one of those flashing LED lights on a torch as well, you know. I don't think it's a UFO though. Out of focus, out of focus, out of focus. So now they're changing back to red. Now why would you do that? It's coming back in focus now. And we start to see the compression artifacts. See, it sort of had like a rotating LED thing then. And it changed to white. But why would you turn off the lights completely if you wanted to see where it was? Where's it disappeared to? It's probably there that we just can't see it. It's moved up. I don't think it's CGI though. But yeah, it's Pixel UFO gang. We just love Pixel UFOs. So it goes up and down like a drone. Yeah, and that's where it sort of ends, doesn't it? And then it comes back and flashes over here. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a drone? Do you think it's a laser pointer? Some prank? Not very chatty today, are you? Into white where it goes under the water. But it's above the water. What are you talking about? I don't see it underwater. Let's just go back again. Yeah. Let's slow it down. What does it say there? Half speed, 1/3 speed. Let's super zoom it. Doesn't look like it's underwater there. Out of focus, that's for sure. Is it like a surf drone? Oh, here we go. So all that blooming effect of the red is where it goes out of focus. It's just like a really bright red light. Now, is that underwater? Or is it above the sky? I don't think you'd see it underwater. So that's reflecting. So how can that be underwater there, Susan? Well, it's reflecting. I don't know if it's on the water though. It could be glass. It's still playing. Comes the wave. Now does it ripple? And it sort of fades as soon as the water gets there. Come on, get in focus. So we need to find out where this camera is. And try and work out why it's going out of focus all the time. Is it a transmission error? Where it's sending less data? Could be, I suppose. Okay. Is it glowing off the water or glass? It's very hard to tell, isn't it? Why are UFO videos so damn horrible? Here we go. Coming into focus now. But still we can't tell if it's reflecting off the waves or not. It kind of looks like it might be reflecting off the water there, in those places there before. So here, looks like we're just getting slight shimmering happening. Okay, it's coming back into focus. Well, it's a lead colour for sure, whether it's on a torch or drone. You can see how much I zoomed in on that. Take a snapshot on that one, so you can see the beam coming down. Wrong thing. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Snap. Now we got a better image to work with. Probably should close down those other ones. But we need to get that one where you can see the lights other side, because that definitely looks like a drone there. That has like the landing gear that comes down, right? Maybe I won't. Let's keep that one there. Let's see. The quality is not as good. Okay, get rid of it. Okay, so this zoom in. Probably spending too long on this. How many people watching 3 is it? I know attention span, people don't like to research stuff. So this let's throw the color enhancements on. So that's not the same place as we were before. So is the light being bent is the question on the water. It's the most in focus frame we got so far with the beam. Now it looks like it might be bending with the water there. So looks like it's being scattered by the water. So it must be a drone. Well, those two images that we've seen so far with the landing gear. So it'd be probably something like one of those white drones. Proper drone, not just a hobby one. Images, come on. One of these ones here. But it looked like the lights were further angled out more. Some LEDs on each of the landing pads, maybe. Well, there's one over the sea. So where would the LEDs be on that? I don't think the landing gear are far enough apart though. To the image that we're looking at. Now here's one that makes more sense here. Could be something more like that one where the landing gear is angled out. And that looked like the two lights below and an LED up the top here. So it's going to be something like that. Splash drone. Waterproof. That makes more sense for sea. So if it went wrong and crashed into the water, you can go and pick it up. So that, I wonder how much that is. Oh, someone with big bucks. There's your stimulus check gone in one go. But you can see there it's got cameras. Decent cameras underneath, decent engines on it. What's the flight time on that, I wonder? Fully waterproof. Extended flight time up to 25 minutes. That's not much. But how long did that video go on for? That's a good question. Wasn't 25 minutes, was it? We only saw it for 5 minutes. So it's probably someone on the beach here flying it around. Smooth flight. Power flip function when floating. Could it be a drone that also goes underwater and works? Is it possible they got that now? Base comes off. But why would you fly underwater with the landing gear out? Does that sort of snap up? Looks like that always stays down. Video, let's have a look. Does he put it in the water? I think we might be onto it actually. I think this might be it. This guy's pulling it right apart, isn't he? Looks like something the Coast Guard might use, right? Or scientist. We've got a lot of sirens outside. Men in black are coming for me. Is it still working? That's a good question. Normally my live string goes down. That's good image. But does it go in the water and work? I don't think so. So if it crashed in the water, you want that to broadcast the GPS location so you could find it. Anyway, yes, that's a professional one there. I suppose you could post it down the side so you can have a look. Waterproof drone. How are we going for time? 2 hours. Oh shit. Over there. Brave is doing something strange. Over on the other screen. Alright, so we're meant to have closed that one down by now. What else we got? That could be potential one. That one, was that the same? Right, maybe I was trying to find a 5-bladed one the other day. Well, that looks like a 5-bladed one there, doesn't it? I wonder what make that one is. China is using drones to contain C-19, I guess. They take your mugshot and then round you up with the police that come and knock down your door. So there was a 5-bladed one. There's a 1, 2, 3, 8-bladed one. Or prop. Here's a 5 one too. How come when I'm searching for it I can never find it? Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 2. So when I was looking for it the other day, it wasn't around. Domino's is delivering pizzas with autonomous drones. Well, there you go. Mind you, that looks like it could have another blade that side that we can't see there. Anyway, move on. So, whereabouts is it? California. Encinitas. How do you say that word? I don't know.
Encinitas, California on May 7th,
Encinitas.
2020. Save this sighting for later. Sighting
Stop.
basics.
I didn't say read all that. Okay, so what surf cam is it then? Suppose we could search on that, I suppose. I want to know what keeps going out of focus. But the page is too big. Now what's coming up? Stuffed up something there. So it looks like there's a few surf cams, right? San Diego. Not too clear what we're looking at there. What do you say down here? Where? You didn't put my name, so it didn't highlight. Are you sure it's that one? We'll try it. YouTube. Alright. That's a redirect. I've done that game. That looks like it. Okay. They got a lot more stats here than you get on UFO channels. Wind direction, wind speed, temperature. Now the question is, does it look the same shitty sort of camera than what's on MUFON there? I suppose it's nighttime over there now, is it? Good stuff. Okay. Okay, is it going out of focus? It looks different somehow. Too many pixels, maybe. Damn it. Shrink it down, but... Okay. Doesn't look like it's going out of focus like the other one was. Kind of weird. Of course, people say the UFO's interfering with the electronics. So that's like a capture. To watch for 30 more seconds. Refresh camera. That's trying to reduce the bandwidth. So the question is it a Wi-Fi camera or is it cabled? The information is not there. And of course we need a daytime one. What's the time over there? California. There you go, that's why it's dark. It's got night vision mode. It's 9 PM over there. Okay. And it's getting late there, Susan. How are we going for time? I'll probably have to wrap up before midnight, so you can get away. Yes, not sure that helps as much, but at least that sort of confirms it looks like the same camera. Is that what he said here? Went up from the ocean, then submerged, all the while being able to see the orange object. I don't think it went under the sea. Would need to watch it again. I need to speed it up. Yeah, you can see how it sort of looks like it's moving with the waves there. Although it's really hard to tell. I'll definitely say it's a drone though now. When I first was shown it, I thought, oh yeah, it looks like a fake UFO video going. So, yeah, see how it flashed off the water there? when it... Oh, okay, did it go underwater? I don't think it went underwater. You're saying it's underwater now. I think it's just turned off its lights. It's out of focus. There. So, should be something there. I wonder if you can snap it and zoom it. Okay. We'll just try the regular zoom to start with. So it was here somewhere. Yeah, I don't think so. We're not going to see it, are we? Down to pixel level. Sensor's not picking it up. Yeah, I don't think we can enhance it. It was somewhere there. And you can see hasn't improved it much. We can probably put some filters on it, assuming they got the right location. It's a bit hard to tell. What's going on? Why is it clugging now? It's interesting that we got these little spots happening on the video. I don't think it's going slow now. Need a faster computer, guys. It's not going to happen too soon, that's for sure. Let's come back again. Come on. CPU, what's it doing? It only reckons 34. Must be telling lies. No. It could be that up there. But it's hard to tell. It's just rubbish. Okay. But if we go back to the original post from Scott, where was it? I think I closed it down. He said some guy had a video where he's got one of these drones to do the same light configuration, the blinking. But anyway, it does look like it's a drone. What are we saying? Strobe and white. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But it leaves those like a smudge when it moves quick. But that could be camera artifact there, rather than going under the water and leaving a foam thing. But that's the problem with 2D. We ain't got the 3D perspective. If it was two cameras side by side, you could probably wear like a headset and actually see how big the object really is, if it's really tiny. Or I'll just keep watching it. It comes up here. And we better move on, I suppose. So what's the point of the red and white though? Is it a laser pointer that actually has a laser pointer that shines down to the sea to measure something? Yeah, I don't think it's underwater. It's flying off now. Look, it's going up nice and smooth like a drone. It's 1 pixel. Not sure if it's coming out right on the live stream for you. I didn't see that on the other versions I was looking at. That way it moved up there was definitely drone-like. To me it looks like it's gone higher, but further away as well. Only slightly though. Okay, so what we need to do is find out if they use drones for a surf club or something. There we go, look at the way it's going off. It's gone out of shot. Someone's got their new toy for playing around when they got out for, what is it, lockdown. Finally can play with their toy. Now, does it go out of focus while the UFO's off screen? Doesn't look like it's going off focus once the light's off the screen. Right, it is. Let's just zoom in. Is it going out of focus? Doesn't seem to though, does it? Oh yes it is, there you go. Have we got the UFO back? No. So what's causing it to go out of focus? Can't be fog, can it? Fog rolling past the camera lens? Now it's crystal clear and now it's going out of focus again. And I can't see why it is, unless it's... There we go, so the UFO's back. Looks like it's further up the coast now. And higher up still. And turns off the lights again. Okay, so it's interesting, but I don't think it's a UFO. My arm's going to sleep. So, how much we got to go through here? So you got the link to it anyway, so you can watch it yourselves. I guess it's one of the more exciting videos they've had up there for a wee while though. I suppose it'll end up on the MUFON symposium saying, "Oh, this UFO was captured." Okay. Alright, I didn't close it down. Okay, let's see. What's this guy saying here? Lids off when shooting and recording. Okay. Switch off rear lids. Switch off head lids. How about feet? Lids on the feet. Doesn't quite say. I thought they were going to give us a demo video there. But it doesn't look like it. Anyway, post it down the side there if you want to go and check it out. Scott's. So yeah, it wasn't a laser pointer after all that. So it was wrong. But like I said, you create a list and then go through it. I think you had to see the original video really. Then the crap on here. And other people's versions of it. So what other stuff we got? Let's just go through it. What? No, that crop circles are just land art. Okay, so they're saying that since the coronavirus, it's got the Microsoft logo and someone's doing the connection to Bill Gates Foundation, right? When was that taken, though? Before the outbreak? Not too sure. And what's that got to do with it? Being paddock? Oh. Yeah, but when was it posted? The real crop circles made in 2004. So what they're saying, someone modified it? Doesn't look like a modification of it. The Internauts. Okay, not the UFO Nauts. Yeah, so where did he get that from? That's what I know. The picture. I wonder if we can do a reverse search on it. So let's do it that way. Here we go. 6 hours ago. See, if you've got the right tools, it makes it really easy. Where's the crop circle? Here we go. Another Bill Gates conspiracy. Real fake. So maybe they have modified it then. How would they do it though? Looks like the same angle. So really want to save the two separate images, don't we? And overlay it. Although, What's this got to do with aliens? We're aliens sending us a message, I guess. Save. Well, that one should be fairly easy to debunk if it's not in the paddock now, right? So, they had the look way it was made. I would have thought the easiest would be to find the same angle when the paddock hasn't been harvested, and then modify it in Photoshop. So they would have had to do some extra work on this. A lot of work, I would have thought. Okay, so get rid of all that now. So that one's definitely a drone. Where's the two images? Like I said, a lot of junk fills up in here. You have to clean it out every day. I keep knocking my mic. Okay, that'd be one of them. Looks like it's joined together. That's not what we want. I must have saved it twice, did I? Oh well, can we cut one and overlay the other? Probably gonna have to change the colours just to make it work here. Does it look like a Photoshop? It's well done. And now we got that converted. And I want to make it transparent. It's not working too good. Overlay. It's a bit hard to see too. Lighten. Let's see, we can see the outline. Bit terrible still. Okay, darken. Gotta be there with the road. Must be a really good Photoshop. Let's blend it together. Must be too high still. It's a damn good edit. They did that. They must have taken parts over here, filled it in. I thought maybe that one there, that one there lines up with the other hole there, and that one. That means that one is in there, which looks, you can see the lines go through, but these ones here must be added in. That one must be added in here, which will look more fake. Let's see. Pretty damn good, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, I'll just have to take their word for it. The only way to prove that one is going to the paddock. See what's there now. I'm surprised that they haven't actually made that one. You know, the crop circle makers. Not cancel. Okay, so let's move on. What am I doing? So on to the next one. I don't think we're going to get through all this, so we've got some left over for Saturday's live stream, as usual. Oh, here we go. UFO Buster, how's it going? I take it back, it doesn't go underwater. Okay. Yeah, that's why we look at these stuff. We come up with a option and then look at it in more depth and then change our conclusion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let you guys get away soon. UK will be getting up now, and we might even see Charles on soon, I guess. I suppose he never got notification, did anyone actually send it out to him? Let's see, what is the time in UK at the moment? UK. He might be getting up. If he felt like I did this morning with all the pain, you get up, move around, and it's alright again, and then you fall back to sleep. So what do we got in this one? Ask me about videos of fleets of UFOs filmed after Argentina. Neither. There's a real video with false caption and location. Tweeted about it years ago with synchronized drones. So this is what happens. Frauds get hold of the original video, play around with the contrast and stuff. There we go. So they've made it darker. By the looks of it. Mucked around with the colours a wee bit. So let's have a look at this drone. It kind of looks like birds or balloons. So you got to look further. CGI even. Into the sound. Obviously they know it's a drone display because it was an event happening probably. Yeah, so what the question is, they form patterns, then you can discount birds, and you can discount balloons now because it's forming patterns. And what's it saying? A word in the sky? We didn't get to see. Looked like it was making letters. So that one, if you see it going around, you know what it is now. Thoughts, a fake UFO by YouTuber channel Alien Planet. Kind of looks like something on third phase of the moon would have, huh? I actually haven't even looked at their stuff lately. I think they might have promoting Corey Good, the fake, the blue chicken man. Scary looking object caught in camera 2020. You lying sack of shit. UFOs and aliens. So that's that guy. Charles knows this guy. He commented on this thing. He's got a terrible channel with lots of fake UFOs on it. He's delusional. He's seen it before. Kind of looks like something from a gaming thing, right? Kind of looks like Space 1999 but modified. Anyway, someone will probably know what it is. Model. We've got some more messages here. No. Lauren. Alright, so remember this one I did? From Jason Gleaves, the fake video analysis. But this guy here said exactly the same as I did. So we'll just play a clip of what he's saying. Paranormal breakdown. He normally debunks Bigfoot stuff. Oh. Let's get him past that.
Around, but I'm not turning it off. It's too damn hot in here. Anyway,
he's got aircon.
This was sent to me asking for an opinion. Not just my opinion, but all of yours as well. The video is of a UFO recorded over Poland a couple of years back. Now, part of the video is pretty shaky, and I get the impression that the person may have been, walking, or perhaps in a car driving at the time. It does settle down enough for some decent footage, and a slowed down, stabilized version was even provided.
And then wobbling all over the place.
Now, it was said that the two objects looked like they became joined or connected with each other, or even that the smaller one was sucked into the larger one. And damn, the automatic metering of the camera made it hard to keep in focus.
Yep.
I don't think that was something deliberate. Many cameras attempt to focus on the brightness in the viewfinder. And in this case, it's primarily the sky. So it's kind of tough to focus on the sky. But as far as what it could be,
I think we filtered this one. We saw a cable going between, didn't we?
Not entirely sure, but I would point to what is commonplace these days. Even more commonplace than the spotting of alien aircraft. This craft doesn't display some of the attributes of what could be called an authentic UFO. It doesn't zip from one place to another. It doesn't appear to stop or shoot off quickly into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
It really just looks like it's floating along. Mm-hmm. It's more than likely that this is yet another presentation of foil-lined helium party balloons.
Hey.
They're nice and bright and reflective. They come in all sorts of shapes, and some are quite large. This one, that is also available in silver, is a full 40 inches across. That's over 3 feet. Now, some can even change colors with the light, having a rainbow effect.
And of course, LEDs as well.
Now, the smaller thingy in the video would then be a smaller balloon, and the two of them are tethered together as once being part of a larger bunch. A wind gust would move them around each other. If this video had been a bit longer, I would bet that we would eventually see the small one reappear from behind the other one. Anyway, give your thoughts below, and as always, thanks for watching.
There you go. So someone backs me up, which is good. That's why I got that. Paranormal Breakdown. He's got a good channel there. Although I don't agree with some of his debunks. He's normally 99%. Paranormal Breakdown, I call him Paradown. Paradown. Shame me lots of typing. Oh no, that girl with the terrible makeup. She's got the voice doesn't suit her look. So what was this one again? I've got a lot of stuff here, haven't I? Black. Might have to wrap up in a minute. All that complicated stuff on black tiles. Okay, yeah, starts there. Okay, so what was I saying about these two dim heads? Aliens won't help after watching these two clowns. What's the thing? Throwback video. Oh yeah, I was going to analyse that one and he deleted it, unfortunately. It had like two black blobs and it looked like someone had put it on overhead projector plastic and just moving it around in front of the camera. And at the very end it has like a pen mark going scratch where someone's accidentally scratched it. And it looks like a stock footage of a plane taken off. So I was going to try and see if I could find all that, but unfortunately I can't. Why aliens won't help mankind? Yeah, because they watched his channel and said, "Oh, forget that, they're gone." So unfortunately, real UFOs. I probably need to go through some of this garbage this guy's got up. Leave that for Saturday. Let's have a look at MUFON. That's the last one here for today, I think. Let's see, what was the one I was meant to watch on this? Maybe I'll have to do this one Saturday too. It's amazing how the time flies, isn't it? On this stuff. Let's have a quick look at the voice. It doesn't suit her.
On November 20th, 2019, spotted blimp-like oval-like lights. I spotted a bright.
So if you had your eyes closed and you opened it up, you wouldn't expect to see that type of lady with a voice like that.
The features were described as being strong white lights with a hint of yellow lights and red light. It appeared to have a bulge on the top center. The front of the craft had a more rounded curve, while the back of the craft had a sharper and smaller curve, almost egg-shaped. It took about 8 minutes to move northeast to south, and it was...
Why is there music playing in the background? Oh, it's inside a car. Ah, right, this one. Oh, this one's the easy one. They're driving along a highway and they see, looks like a white light in the background here. Yeah, you can see it's like a tear shape here, and it's going out of focus all the time. I just wanted to talk about this one. Now, we're seeing something similar to this before on a MUFON case where the guy claimed it was a UFO, and I said, nah. That's a blimp helium advertising balloon, which is lit up with LEDs that they just hang over the shop. So I'll just zoom in on that. And play it again probably. Well, that one's got some motion blur. Go back to the start. Yeah, there it is there. Now it goes into focus, you can start to see the blimp shape. Focus, zooms back out. Definitely got the advertising blue balloon blimp shape. So why is that even on MUFON is my question. They should have experts that know that. So advertising blimps, pretty common, especially in cities in America. And of course, people see that above a building and they go along, park, try and work out what it is, obviously. So it'd be something like this one here, which is all lit up with LEDs, which is really easy to do now. And you can run it off a really small battery. And you can see they come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Cool now, limited. Coca-Cola, Subway. And of course you've got those ones that fly around too, remote control ones. You can see this one's got a banner on it as well. But you can see there's lots and lots of different advertising balloons, not just good year. And they're fairly big. As you can see here in a warehouse, that'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men across. So you can also get ones that are remote controlled, which I've talked about in the past, but let's just type it in, RC blimps. And also you probably get ones with artificial intelligence using GPS and just fly around in circles above a building, probably with a little motor. But these other ones, advertising ones, are normally tethered, so you don't have to worry about running out of power to keep it in place. Of course, there's videos online which are better to show these ones. Scale model airship Zeppelin. Don't know if I've seen that one before. Let's have a look. Amazing what hobby people do. It's too big. I don't remember the Zeppelin having red fins. They've been a bit more creative. And of course that's not as interesting as the flying shark and the flying dolphin and what's the other ones? They had something else. Okay, so that's another thing you can get. Flying shark, which I think is a lot more fun. Flying shark toys, remote control flying shark. It looks a lot more fun. Hey, I could just see Charlie running and hiding. And I could see the cats jumping up from a chair and sticking the claws in it. They're only like $20 as well, I think. Not too expensive. They come with a little thing with helium that you just blow up yourself. So you could make that even better. You could have the mouth opening and closing, right? So make it more realistic. Plus they've got ones that got artificial intelligence, so they have in big workplaces where they've got the big multi-story workplaces with a big open area, and they just have them flying around above the people like an art display in Sweden. I think they're called the flying dolphins. Sweden, I think it was, but it might be Norway, or was that the one? No. How did Greta get into that picture? AI. So they talk to each other and don't bump into each other. Here we go. Festo. It's fairly bit old now, but we've played this one a few times now. It's really cool. And they got into artificial intelligence. They just fly around that area. I'll move my mic away. So how's the mic sounding? And they just flap and move around with the air currents. So you can see it's like an open office area there where they just fly around above. I reckon that's really cool. I reckon every office should have something like that. And there you go, they got 3 of them flying around. They should do so they attack each other. I could see them doing that with holograms next, holographic look in Back to the Future. Wait and see. But anyway, better wrap up. So MUFON. If you want to go and have a look at that one, I'll post it down the side. Oh, I should have posted the links to the flying sharks as well. Too late now. MUFON. Did I miss anything in the side here? 827 UK is finally out. Your early riser. Is Charles about? Did he make it on? Probably not, by the looks of it. Okay. Start dribbling, get moving. And the rest of it, another day. Apart from the counters that Google mucked up, it was pretty okay going. Alright, I need to close that sucker down too. You're in the way, alien. Good night all. Alright, I'll just close that sucker down too. Got so much open here, I need to tidy that up. Lots of garbage in there now. Good night, everybody. Okay, looks like it's working. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, UFO Buster, Shelly, and all the others that come along today. And those that tried to help us solve the puzzle of the drone. Working alright. I better say goodnight in the side chat while it's closing down. I don't know if I typed it in right. Hey, we got 7 likes anyway. If that stats is accurate. Not as popular as the security one yesterday. See you another day.